Hey guys, welcome to Troy Time. Hey, check it out. It's a good one today. We're going to talk about perfecting the 1 square foot hydroponic garden. Okay, this thing is awesome. All right, what I'm going to show you on this video is a system that will allow you to harvest so much food that you can have several salads every day. Okay, you're going to harvest it weekly and you're going to have enough for several salads. It's awesome, right? Guys, this thing takes up very little space, okay? It's inexpensive, it's easy to build, it's light to carry around, it's awesome, all right? It's a combination of things that we've looked at in some of my previous videos. We're bringing it all together, okay? We're gonna do our plate lettuces, our high density greens, and we're gonna do our microgreens, okay? And we're gonna put them together in a hydroponic 1 square foot garden that's gonna tower up, okay? And it's gonna do just a ton of production, all right? So I'm super excited about it. Guys, I talk to people about plants all the time, both on my channel and in real life. I'm showing people my plants and they're all asking me questions and everyone says the same thing. They say, that's awesome. I would love to do that. I don't have the space. That's what everyone says. Guys, you have the space. Guys, it's a 1 square foot footprint and it's going to tower up and it's going to have greens, microgreens, and sprouts. And it'll have enough production for several salads every single day. That's awesome. You can harvest it weekly and you can have several salads every single day. It's amazing, right? Let's get to it, okay? Guys, let's talk about growing racks, okay? A lot of people that do microgreens also do hydroponics, all right? And they end up doing their microgreens and their lettuces on these large racks, okay? But no one's got space for that in their house, or very few people do, right? I want everyone to be growing food, okay? I want everyone to be growing greens and microgreens and sprouts. And so what I've tried to do is get just a tiny little footprint so that anyone can do it, okay? And try and do it inexpensively, right? So I'm gonna show you some pictures in my grow room. These are in the past. I have a 3-foot grow rack and I have a 4-foot grow rack, okay? And these are great, but they're not optimized for space. Okay, so if you look at some of these pictures from an engineering perspective, what you're gonna see is that generally they're optimized along the horizontal plane. Okay, a lot of things that we're growing, the microgreens and the high density lettuce, horizontally, that space is crushed in, okay? And so it's good. Like there's very good efficiency used in the horizontal plane. But take a look at the vertical plane, okay? Not very efficient. What you're gonna see is, as far as how much plant material there is in one space, it's very little. Sometimes it's only like maybe 5% of the space is being used by plant material. Sometimes it's maybe like 20, 30%, right? Now, there's different things you can do. You can lower the lights on some of these, and then all the space is just going to be empty space above the light. You can raise the plants up to the light, but then all the unused space is going to be underneath the plants, okay? So generally what you want, ideally, you would have just all plants through all that space, right? Instead of wasting space with like the container that it's in, or sometimes you can't get too close to the lights on some of those because the lights are so big. Okay, guys, so the big revelation is this. If you're going to grow microgreens and baby greens, don't grow them on a big rack. Grow them on a micro-sized or baby-sized rack, right? And fill that thing up. Get that vertical space completely filled with as much plant material as you can. Guys, that's the amazing part of the plate lettuce, okay? Because unlike the lettuce that's in the tub, you don't have this big container. You could never grow that on a small rack. So finishing up on this point, if you're doing hydroponics and you're using all the pumps and all the air pumps and water pumps and all that, then you need usually a long horizontal surface, okay? We don't want that. We want something you can have in your kitchen, right? Or something you can put anywhere, even if you live in an apartment, okay? If you're doing something with like the cracking method where you got big tubs and big reservoirs full of stuff, buckets, you can't do that on a small rack either. There's just not enough space, okay? So the magic is the plate high density lettuce, the plate lettuce. That's the magic. Because now what you can do is on the same rack, the small mini racks that you grow your microgreens, you can grow your lettuces as well. And when you have your lettuces and your microgreens and your sprouts, you've got your whole salad, okay? Your whole salad you can grow on these racks, all right? Okay, so let's take a look. So this is what we're gonna use. Okay, check it out. We are using a shoe rack. Look at this thing. It's gonna work awesome. So inexpensive. This rack costs $18, okay? On Amazon, $18. That's like nothing, all right? Okay guys, we're going to use T5 lights. Now lighting's always going to be the most expensive part. If you're just doing the microgreens, you can slide it right up against the window and you'd be fine. But we want that whole salad, right? So we want the lettuces. So you're going to need some lights for the lettuces, okay? And so we got some T5 lights. We're going to get an 8-pack. I got mine for $40 on sale. They're actually $50 regularly. So they're probably $50 on Amazon right now. The cool thing is both the rack and the lights come in either white or black. So if you wanted white to match your decor, you could get the white tower with the white lights. If you wanted black to match your decor, you could get the black tower with the black lights. And it looks great, guys. It really does. So here's the tower. Here's the tower with the lights. Here's the tower with the plates that we've been using. And here's some microgreens that I'm growing currently in this spot. So don't be fooled by the size of this rack, by the size of this tower. This thing has a huge capacity. You can grow a lot of food on this thing, okay? So you're gonna see this thing can grow too much food. It can absolutely grow too much food. Let me tell you. All right, so if we optimize this rack for lettuce, then what you're gonna see is that you can harvest 3 full plates of lettuce, of high density lettuce, every single week. Every Sunday, you could have 3 plates of these high density greens. I'll show you these 3 right now. I'll show you these 3 right now. You can have this every single week. So every Sunday, you can have all of those greens if you optimize that rack for lettuce. That's probably too much lettuce, right? Like I'm saying, too much food. But hang on now. So if we optimize it for microgreens, you could have easy 10 full plates of microgreens, and with a little hack of mine, you could have 20 full plates of microgreens. Can you imagine 10 or 20 plates of these radish microgreens? You could have 10 plates of mung beans and 10 plates of radishes growing on this rack. That's a lot of food. That's too much, right? You could do all kinds of different microgreens as well. And don't get me started about sprouts, okay? Because if you were really into the sprouting and you wanted to optimize and maximize your production, you could do actual 80 harvests, okay? 4 jars on each level, there's 10 levels, and 2 harvests each week, all right? So you could have 80 jars of sprouts harvesting off this rack. Too much food, right? Crazy, right? But so obviously that's not the way most people are going to use it, right? So to optimize everything for your home use and for your salads, you want to have a combination of all of those 3, okay? And I'm going to show you how to do that. I've already showed you in my last video how to do succession planting so that you can have a continuous harvest, right? With 4 plates, 3 plates, 2 plates of the lettuce, right? And the microgreens, those are just a weekly harvest. Most of those that I use harvest at 7 days, okay? So we'll talk about that more going forward. But for today, I just wanted to get out there this awesome rack, right? And the awesome lights and let you guys get this thing built. I was gonna wait until I had just a wall of greens, but it's gonna take me a month to grow that. So I'd rather show you a little bit and then have you get this and grow along with me, right? This is the perfect time of year to be growing this stuff inside, right? And at this time of year, you can actually use some of those racks for all your outdoor seedlings, right? So it's awesome, right? So I'll tell you, the way I'm generally going to use this rack is awesome, right? So I'm going to use 3 shelves. I'm going to use my 4-plate rotation method, which gives me the 7-day harvest. And I'm going to condense it into 3 shelves. I'm going to use 3 shelves for romaine lettuce, so I'm always going to be growing romaine lettuce. And I'm going to be harvesting it one plate of romaine lettuce every week. I'm going to use 3 shelves for a different type of lettuce or green. I'll probably start with tango lettuce. So I'll actually have a 2nd plate of greens harvesting every week of tango lettuce. And that's going to take up 6 bays. That still leaves me with 4 bays, okay? So I'm gonna fill the rest of those bays, probably 3 of them with microgreens and 1 of them with sprouts. So if I just take it at an easy tempo, I'll have 4 jars of sprouts, 3 full plates of microgreens, and 2 full plates of lettuce every week, every 7 days. And you can just combine all that stuff in a salad. That's everything you want in a salad. So the way I'll do it, and I'll show you making these salads as well, but the way I'll do it is I'll have romaine lettuce and tango lettuce, and then I'll have some radish sprouts and some bean sprouts and some broccoli sprouts and some pea shoots. And I'll throw all that together in my salad, and I'll throw a couple croutons on top and some cheese and probably some balsamic vinaigrette and soy sauce. Whoa. Those things are awesome. They're awesome salads, right? Everyone that tries them loves them, right? But you can grow that whole several salads every single day with just the production off this rack, right? It's amazing, guys. It's awesome. Okay, guys, yeah. So this thing's awesome. You know, there's room. Everyone has room for 1 square foot, and it's awesome, right? If you don't like the lights on during the day, then just run the lights at night while you're sleeping, right? But I love it. I think it looks beautiful. I think it's amazing. So yeah, everyone should be doing this, man. Remember, your lettuces, your romaine lettuces and all your dark lettuces, those are superfoods. So are your microgreens. These salads are awesome, man. They are amazing. Everyone needs to be doing this. I'm going to be documenting the stuff I do with the tower. I'll show you where I place things and how I maintain it. These are just the sprouts that I threw in there just for the video today. But I'll show you as I build it up. I'll show you as all the lettuces grow, and it's beautiful, man. It's an awesome thing. So now in your kitchen or even spare bedroom, anywhere you have 1 square foot, you can grow enough for several salads a day. Okay, it's awesome, right? This is your wake-up call. I know a lot of you guys have been wanting to do this. Some of you have told me I'm too old, I can't do the gardening. You can do this. This whole rack weighs less than a pound. You can do this. You can build this with no tools. It's very inexpensive, right? The rack itself is $18. If you get lucky and you find the lights on sale, they're $40. Otherwise, they're $50. And then you're good to go. If you've been following my channel, you probably already have the green and white trays. But if not, then you can get those too. So it's just an awesome, awesome system, guys. I'm super happy to be able to show this to you. And I'll show you more as we go. I got lots of other video coming, but I'm going to be showing you what I'm doing with this rack, okay? And you'll see how I plant it, you'll see how I harvest it, and you can do the same thing at home. There's a lot of people that have been waiting, oh, I can't do hydroponics because I don't have the space. So many people have told me they don't have enough space to grow food in their home. Now, I'm trying to get rid of all the excuses that anyone has so that everyone's growing food, okay? This is awesome. Do this. This is amazing. I know there's a lot of you that have been waiting to start. The wait is over. Now you need to start. This is your wake-up call. This is time to go to action. This is time to grow some food at home. And it is amazing, guys. It's awesome, right? Like, I get excited when I think about it. I love looking at this thing. But anyways, yes. So I'm super excited about this thing, man. I hope you guys are too. There's going to be lots of videos coming showing, what we're doing with it. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Share this video with others. But mostly, grow some food. Get these things. Pick them up. They're inexpensive. You're going to have a blast. Let me just finish with this. As far as how much food you could produce on this thing, you could harvest 80 jars of sprouts a week, right? That's 80 times 52. That's over 4,000 jars of sprouts a year. That's crazy, right? You could harvest 3 full plates of greens off of this thing. Any greens, spinach, cabbage, kale, high density greens, 3 full plates, right? 3 plates a week at 52 weeks. That's 156 plates of lettuce a year. That's crazy, guys. That's insane. And microgreens, 20 plates a week at 52 weeks a year. That's 1,020 full plates of microgreens. It's amazing. Now, no one's going to use it like that, but use it for a salad and make yourself salads. Let's say you just made 2 salads daily, right? So that's 14 salads a week at 52 weeks. Dude, that's 728 salads that you're getting in a year off of this thing. Just doing it the easy way. Just growing some greens and some microgreens, and they're great. They're superfood. They're awesome, guys. They're so good. So yeah, I hope you like it. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for watching. Share this video. Subscribe to my channel. This is Troy time. Get this rack. Get these lights. Let's grow some food. I'm out.